I know, right? We've seen the trike before. I'm still not knowing the project, guys. Still not done with it. Having a lot of fun with it, but you know what we need is we still need the gas tank. The gas tank isn't there yet. So instead of him just having like a hollowed out look there, we got to make a gas tank. I know I made reference other videos. We have a gas tank right there. Let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to get some materials that I need, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I just got the molding compound. It's made by Alumilite, and it's a part A and a part B, and it's like you're putting together silly putty. And when it becomes all uniform in one color, then it's ready to go. And that takes about 20-30 seconds. They're about the small amount you use. But that when I use a small amount, like for this gas tank that we're going to do, you really don't need much of it. But one caution is with this Alumilite, this rubber product, it's got a shelf life, but do not store it in a hot Florida garage. It will expire very, very quickly. Any Alumilite product, make sure that you're not storing it in any heat, that type of thing, because it takes the shelf life and diminishes it very, very rapidly. Okay, let's get into the gas tank. We can just go ahead and take it off of there and set those aside now. Gas tank, what do we got? A shell, essentially, hollow in the middle, right? Hollow in the middle, and boy, not too big. Should be easy project. Should be in air quotes, okay? So I'm going to get a little bit of the Alumilite out here. Give me just a second. I'm going to get equal parts, then I'll restart the video. Okay, good. Roughly the same size balls, and again, what you do is you just fold and mix and fold and mix, and you just keep doing that until it becomes the same color. Once it does, then I'm going to put it in the bottom of the gas tank there. I'm going to start with the bottom and just make sure that it's all fills in the entire gap really, really, really good. Okay, guys, it looks like we got it mixed. Give it a couple more just for fun. This stuff is a really, really good product. Okay, I was looking at it through the camera. Now I'm looking at it better. I'm right over it. Yeah, it looks like we're in good shape. Okay, I'm gonna roll between my hands to make a ball. Just a sec. You have the camera view. There we go. Okay, good. Good. All right. Kind of made it into a ball, then a log there. What I want to do is just fill in the bottom of the gas tank really good and completely, and just kind of form a. We're not going to need all this. I'm going to take some out. Just make sure I got the entire bottom in there really good, really good. There we go. There we go. That's getting it. That's getting it. Now you have a little bit to work with this, and then it starts setting up, guys. Okay. So what I'm doing now is I'm just trying to make sure that all the lines where I need them to be are going to be pretty much dead on, or as dead on as I can make them. Dead on as I can make them. Okay, very good. I'm going to keep working this just for a bit. Okay, kind of squeezing everything towards it. Kind of just flatten it out there a little bit, and it's starting to feel like rubber real good. To where I'm pressing into it, I'm getting some resistance, and I know I squashed some out. I'm not going to worry about that right now. I can cut any excess off I don't want with my X-Acto blade. We're going to take it a bit to let this dry, and literally it's just a few minutes, and we'll see how it came out. Then we'll make the second half of the mold. Okay, the inside of the mold is well dried. It's been at least a couple hours, so I know it's well dry. I came out here and I touched this just a bit ago, and I said, that's great. If you touch it and it like leaves a fingerprint or is still a bit mushy, guys, you shouldn't have touched it. So give it plenty of time. It only takes a few minutes, but I gave it quite a bit. Now, the gas tank is on there. What I've got is a little bit of a talc powder. I'm going to put it into a cup, and what I'll do is I'll just take a little bit of the talc, and I'll completely go over that mold. What that does is that'll act like a mold release. Okay, if you do not use some type of mold release and you put this rubber compound, when you just mix it over this, you're not going to get them apart. You're making one piece of rubber. That's why you have to use a mold release, okay? How do I know this? I have messed up before, guys. I've messed up before, not did it. And then you're literally cutting your piece out, whatever it is, a gas tank or a windshield. I think it was a windshield at the time. I was cutting it out of the mold by cutting off little bits of the outside mold until I got to the inside of it with my X-Acto knife. It was a horrible learning experience. So guys, when you first make the mold, you're going to need some mold release. I use the talc powder. Just about any of them is real good for that. But make sure you completely cover it and cover it well. So let me go ahead and do that. I put the talc in the cup, and I was just doing it with the toothbrush. I was doing it just with the small paintbrush, and I just decided to throw it in there, just to make sure that every bit of it gets covered, not just wiggling it around and everything. It is covered top to bottom, just every way is really covered good. So let me go ahead and get that out of there, and I'll put the gas tank back on there. Okay, got that done. The gas tank is put back into the mold. The mold has been dusted with the talc powder, and next thing to do is to get the two parts of the Alumilite, both parts of the Alumilite separated. You get those. And one point there is when I'm into the Alumilite, I'm only using this my left hand when I'm in that one. When I'm in the Alumilite over here, I'm only getting it out with this hand. Never cross-contaminate them, so to speak. I know that's simple, but why am I telling you this? I've done it. So don't ruin the product. So let me go ahead and get equal parts out. We'll go ahead and mix it real quick. And I tell you what, just before I put it on there, I'll restart the video and show you how I do it. Okay, good, got that quick. I just mixed it together and I kind of flattened it out to a little bit of a circle. I'm just gonna go ahead and push it straight down and just form it around it. Not gonna move anything much, you know, like sliding it on top or anything. Just gonna do my best to feel it through there and to make sure that we got a good mold. So that's all I'm doing right now. Okay, we'll just let that dry for a bit. Okay, good. It has been a bit, and I touched it just again a bit ago, and if it doesn't leave a fingerprint or isn't mushy, we're good to go. We're good to go. Here we go. Good. Now to unmold it, if you got enough talc powder on it, it should just come apart. You'll see a little bit of it being sticky in there, but it should just really just come apart. Anytime it sticks too much or too hard, you didn't get enough talc on there. There we go. Just coming right apart. You go slow, guys. You do not go fast with this. You go slow, okay? Good. You'll work on the other side, and again, it should just pop right out here. There we go. We got it. We got it. Look at that. All right, very good. We have, pardon me, an inside and an outside of the mold there. So the let me get the gas tank out. So that would be the inside of the mold, and that would be the outside of the mold, and they should fit together very, very well, and they do. So I'll go get the Alumilite that has the or the Alumilite that turns the resin into plastic in just like minutes, and we'll go ahead and recreate the gas tank there. See what we get. Okay, good. I got the Alumilite out. This is the resin that'll turn into plastic. You have a 2-minute work time and a 30-minute demold time. I have demolded before 30 minutes, but nowadays I just let it go. I have two separate mixing cups for measuring, and then I'm going to pour both mixtures in there and then stir it up real good. Again, it says you have 2 minutes. I try not to mix more than 20-30 seconds, then I'm done. I better be pouring it in the mold. So, and another caution, the Alumilite, this resin, especially here in Florida, it is sensitive to humidity. So after I open it, what I do is I'll get like a little bit of a paper towel, I'll wipe the top of it off and then put the cap on. I want to make sure it's clean, it gets a good seal, and then I take it straight back into the air conditioner of the house. But anyways, equal parts of both, then I pour both into here, and then I just start mixing like mad. And we're gonna go ahead and pour that. All right. What I did just now is I actually grabbed an extra pipette. I need one for stirring and one for actually kind of putting the aluminite in the thin parts of the mold there. So I went and grabbed the extra pipette. I've got it measured out pretty good, equal on both sides. And what I like to do, guys, is I just pour them at the same time. Make sure that they're in real good. And the clear one, usually a little bit more thick than the other one, usually, often, and that's what it looks like. So let's go ahead and get it mixed. We'll get it mixed. And again, I do not fuss around and spend a whole lot of time mixing. What I do like about this, using a pipette and the roundness, it gets everywhere on there. I've seen a lot of guys use like a popsicle stick and stuff like that. Fine, if it works for you, great. I prefer the roundness of the pipette. Okay, that should be plenty. I'm getting a bunch in there. Okay, good, good. All right, let's put some in there. Dropping quite a bit in there. It's going to overflow, and I expect that. I definitely expect that. When we put these molds together here in just a second, I totally expect it to overflow. There's no question about it. That is going to happen here in just a second. Okay, we have more than plenty in there. All right. Now I gotta get my fingers into it, guys. Here we go. I'm gonna put that right on top, and not gonna mess with it. Actually, I'm gonna just do that. I'm just gonna stick it upside down. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I know it's not very good in the shot right now, and my fingers are too messy right this second to adjust the camera. About all I can do is cut here. Just a sec. Okay, good. I did get my hands clean. This stuff is starting to dry already. It's only been 2 minutes. Yeah, I guess it's been right around 2 minutes. Right around 2 minutes. There about. So I'm just going to let it set, and let's see what we get, guys. All right, I know it's dry. I touched it just a bit ago. I started trying to get this up a little bit. There it goes. Really not too hard to get up off the bench there. Let me go ahead and use both hands here. I'm going to stop the video. I'm going to get this flashing off real quick. Okay, just turned the mold over and got the a lot of the flashing off there. It just peels right off. I mean, it just peels right off. It's the easiest thing to get off. Now we should go ahead and demold it. Go ahead and demold it. See what we get here, guys. There we go. There is our gas tank, guys. Wow, okay, good. We got to get the flashing off of it, sand it up, make sure it looks and fits properly and all that stuff. But there's our gas tank, huh? What do you think? Already, not too bad. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Okay, good. Again, let me stop the camera here and I'll get that flashing off. Just a sec. Okay, just got the tank out, the flashing off. Also, well, a lot of it, I got to do better. But there's still some residual aluminite on here. And my point for bringing that up is you have to get it off. Because if you want the mold to fit in there exactly the way it should, if this builds up with aluminite on it, all hardened and everything, mold's not gonna fit right. It's gonna start fitting funky. Once again, how do I know that? I've done that. So clean off the mold, okay? Clean off the mold. All right, let's see what we're looking at here. Not too bad, huh? A couple of little burrs there. They'll sand, oh yeah, they'll sand right off. Oops, sorry about that. Inside of it, let's look at the inside of it. There, keep dropping it. Looks good. Looks good. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Good. Okay, I'm going to get my file out and just take a lot of this stuff off. A little bit of the ridges. It should sand up here in just a bit. Well, I tell you what, it sanded up very, very nicely. I'm not done. I got to do just a little bit more. I just wanted to show you guys like the burrs and stuff are off. And I was thinking just before I hit the button, I haven't even dry fitted it yet. You know what? I haven't even put it on the bike yet. So just for fun, let's see if it fits. Now's a good time to do that, huh? Let's see if it fits. snaps in good. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, man. We have a gas tank, guys. Huh? What do you think? I know it's not painted. I know it's not painted. I'm not even done sanding it yet. Wow. Wow. Very good. Very good. Okay, good. One thing I've been doing, and I think I may have mentioned this earlier, is I've been scouring eBay since I've been making these videos about the trike, looking for the gas tank. Can't find anything. I find full Thunderbikes. I find the chassis and everything. I couldn't find it. Now, I started making this video, and when was it? Yesterday, I discovered that somebody's selling parts for the Thunderbike. And it's like, you know, I had presence of mind to, you know, just snag it, great, but I had already started this video, so I'm not even gonna bother with the stuff. You know, I just wanted this done, and eBay didn't have what I want, so hey, just, you know, make what you need. All right, so I tell you what, let me go ahead and do this. I'm gonna keep my file out a little bit longer and just sand it down to where I think we can paint it after that. All right, we are definitely gaining on it, guys. We are coming to one of the final stages here. I've got the gas tank glued onto this little dowel that I have, this PVC dowel, and what I'll do is I'll just use the mount-out pen, and I'll just start at the front of it and go back, front of it, go back, and it should cover it nicely. I would like to spray it. I'm too anxious to go out and get a spray gun right now, so we're going to see how it comes out. Let me go ahead and get started. I'm going to need both hands for this. All right, guys, it just started. I got a little bit done, and it's looking real good. Let me go ahead and continue. All right, you don't know, but I just flubbed up. I thought I hit play for the last segment. I had the gas tank all dry and everything, and I took it off the stick and showed you how I got the glue out of the bottom and all that stuff. I apologize. I thought I hit play. I did not. Anyways, I've got it mounted. I said that at the end of the last segment, and I just wanted to put it on the track because we're done, guys. We're done. Absolutely done. I think it was a fun project, putting this whole thing back together. One, getting it to work. We got the clamp. We made made an idle gear for it and everything like that, and we made the gas tank. So now I'm going to consider it done. I'm going to consider it done. I think it came out absolutely wonderful, guys. All right, I hope you enjoyed the video. See ya.